We'll turn now to the gentleman from Illinois, Mr. Shimkus, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's a great hearing. I like the terminology access, not excess. I think probably a lot of us will use that. Mr. Gregg, thank you for that. I actually appreciate the minorities handing me the letters and all this documentation. I did go to one comment from Illinois. It said, make it more efficient, don't drop it. There's a reason it's called Lifeline. So that's where we need to go. But I don't think you all understand the anger that's out there in America over this. I live right next to St. Louis, Missouri, so Senator McCaskill's responding to this anger of a free phone. And to say it's not a free phone is not accurate. It is a free phone. Someone gets a phone, and they get minutes, and they don't get billed, for the most part. And in this day and age, people really have a hard time understanding it. So you all are supporters of this. You're doing a terrible job of marketing it because you have lost the public opinion war on this. And we can't, and it's tough to get the genie back in the bottle. And actually, that's why I appreciate the minority for asking for the hearing. This is part of that educational process, but you all got a long way to go. And for Ranking Member Waxman to say no one uses Obama phone, he doesn't go to the web. There's obamaphone.net. Answers a lot of these questions accurately on who's qualified and who's that, but that's how you pull it up. You got the Obama phone rap out there, and you can just Google it, and that leads to this frustration and anger about people getting free phones, and the free phones they're receiving it based upon ratepayers, right? People are paying rates. We're all paying. People get phones. My first question to Mr. Gutman McCabe, and I'm a friend of the industry, you know that. Can you tell me how many people have one of these free phones, but then use their 250 minutes, go in and pay for more minutes?
I don't know the answer to that, Congressman. I think I can see if we can track that down and get back to you. I don't.
Some of my friends were not willing to provide us that information, but let me pose a question. If they get a free phone and then they can go in and pay for doubling of the minutes, does that pose a question of whether they should have a free phone or not?
Well, so I think if you go back and you look at and the commission has put in some of these some of these measures, I think
should part of the measures be, are they purchasing more minutes?
Well, I think the measure should be, do you satisfy some threshold to qualify? And so if the threshold
let me ask another question to your industry. What incentive is there for the industry to do due diligence on qualifications to receive an Obama phone?
Well, in the past, not only was there not, I won't say there was not incentive, we weren't allowed to do eligibility requirements.
And that's a problem.
It was self-certification.
Right.
But in 2010, we pushed for this. So this is not something that came about on its own. This is something we fully endorsed and strongly believe and continue to push the commission for an eligibility database and a duplicates database. Because I agree with you, we're not winning the PR discussion. It's about having something that's efficient and accountable, and yet still works.
Let me give you the exact thing. We're going to have issues with young new staffers here in Washington, D.C., and we're going to get to offer them, because of the income qualifications, they'll be able to qualify for a free phone based upon how some of us compensate our employees and our staff. And Medicaid. What a great benefit package to come to work in Washington with that venue. Ms. Veach, the final question that I have is, there is discussion about expanding this to broadband. Do you know what percentage of current Lifeline subscribers already have broadband service?
Congressman, we don't track individual subscribers, so I don't have that data.
Okay, and I think we'd probably try to look forward to see if you can then provide that at some time, especially as we move in this debate. And with that, I yield back my time.